I think that every pastor should have the opportunity to go to Israel. Personally, we've sent probably 12 pastors to Israel. It's been my heart through the years to be able to send men who are able to learn to quickly pick up the lessons that they'll literally experience. It's not something that could be created in a classroom. I don't think you could ever duplicate, even through the great media opportunities we have. We've got DVDs and all of that to learn about biblical history. You're just not going to learn it like when you're there. It's worth class after class after class in seminary. Think about it. It's history. It's living history. You see culture in the Scripture that you can't experience unless you're there. It's like tasting something. Somebody can explain to you what a strawberry tastes like, and you can see the pictures, and you could even feel one, but until you've tasted, you really can't explain it to somebody else. And there's an excitement that I see in people who've gone to Israel. They come back with I think a heart aflame. And I think of John especially. I'd love to see him be able to go to Israel. John has so much to give. Those of us who know him know that God has a call in his life, and I want to see that enriched, and to have him equipped even more. When he comes back, he's going to have seen where Jesus walked, where Jesus ministered. He's going to see where the apostles preached the gospel. He's going to come back with the Bible going from black and white to living color. He's going to come back looking at the Scripture, hearing the Scripture from AM to FM. It's like high def in a television. So for a Christian leader, I think a educational tour to Israel is absolutely essential. It's not a vacation. Nobody really gets a break. I come back and I'm exhausted. I usually need a week, to just catch up with rest. It's every day you're out, you're marching around, you're looking at the sights. The guides are top notch. They have at least a master's degree in the history, many of them geology. Some of them, I think they're educated probably to a doctoral level. So you're not just going with somebody who's a novice, but you really are going and you're learning in an exceptional way. One other thing I'm thinking about is in the tour that I'm very excited about it, you can hear, but in the tours that we do, we go to places that other tours don't go to. We are going to visit a rabbinic village, and we're going to actually see how the people lived in the time of Christ or shortly thereafter. This helps preaching. I teach a lot. And when I can visualize something, and I've been there, I've stood there, I've put my hand in the Sea of Galilee, I've gone across it in a boat. When I teach, say, on Jesus' ministry around the sea, or, the storm on the sea, I've been there. And I'm able to explain it to folks. And I think that comes through. There's a renewed passion for that kind of thing. So I would highly recommend for anybody to go to Israel. But for a pastor, if you can send your pastor, send him. So that's the bottom line, is the education, the equipment, and I'd love to see John have this investment in his life, because I know God's going to do great things in his life and through his life and his ministry in the future. So do everything you can to help him get there.